All right, quick tutorial here on getting your Revit file into Enscape, first of all, and kind of a couple things in there, and then we're also going to talk about getting it ready for VR. So if you want to kind of try the VR headsets, walk through your space, really gives a good feel of what your design would be like, maybe be able to pick out some design flaws or, things you want to change, so on and so forth. So, and it's just kind of fun. All right, so first of all, after you open up your Revit file, again, I would open the one that is your site plan with your project on there, linked. So again, this one is our library project, but it could also be the affordable housing project that we do in the first semester. So again, opening up the site plan with your project links. So you can see here my library design is linked there with the site plan. That way you can see everything with it. All right, so to get started with Enscape, if you look along the top here, assuming it got installed properly, it's along this top bar. You hit the start button. If you haven't already messed around with the asset library, the material library, you can kind of make things look nicer or add elements, especially if you want to have, for example, trees that blow in the wind. You want to use the assets or the trees and the bushes from Enscape to do that. All right, from there, we'll hit start. Might take a second to load up here, but I want to kind of have things set up for you guys so you can see the entire process here. All right, so as it's starting up, again, I'm going to kind of show you, first of all, one of the things I like to add is atmosphere-wise, or even where to do things like wind. So when you first scroll in here, you'll be super zoomed out. I like to just double-click. It kind of zooms you in, and then from there, what I'm doing to pan around is left-click, and then to move around, it's your keyboard keys. You can see them broken down here. WASD is your moving around, E and Q is going up and down, and then again I'm using my mouse to move around. So again, you can kind of already get a feel for your design using this, but again, VR makes it even more fun. You're kind of just looking around in space. So first off, I do want to kind of point out, if you wanted to add this background, you can see it kind of looks like I'm in an urban setting. It just kind of adds a feel like you have a completed project. To do that, I'm coming over here to visual settings, and then coming over here to sky. And what I did was I originally changed it to urban. You can do whatever you want. We can go into the mountains, so on and so forth. You can play around with that. You can even play with the clouds if you wanted to have the moon, so on and so forth. There's things like fog, wind intensity. Again, if you want to have wind showing, you do need to have trees that you picked from Enscape. All right, but again, that's just kind of one added tip. Okay, the one we're going to use to go to VR, though, if you want to do this, is hit this EXE standalone button. When you click on that, it'll offer to save your project. So again, make sure you just save it somewhere you can find it again. For ease right now, I'm just going to put it on my desktop, but I would probably make a folder in your OneDrive or even in your Google Drive that you can easily find again. So for now, I'll do it as that. I'll keep the name as is and hit save. Okay, this might take, again, a little bit of time, so most of the rendering does do that, so keep that in mind. Same thing with your video rendering. Again, the renderings itself can take some time, so just be patient and don't close out of anything. Okay, so as this is loading up, I'm going to go ahead and go back to Schoology here. Okay, so in Schoology, this is in the walkthrough peer feedback, but I think I linked the same folder multiple times. So what you'll do is you'll find wherever the bonus is for VR. There should be a folder. If I click on that, it'll take you into my Google Drive, and then we're going to go ahead and save it into the affordable housing project, right? So see, I have a couple from before. Here's my utility shed for my walkthrough, and hopefully from there, looks like it is complete. So what I will do is go ahead and go to my desktop, and I'm going to do this just on my Explorer here. Desktop, scroll down, and I can see it saved right here, right? This Enscape file .exe that I just created, and all I'm going to do is click and drag it and drop it into, and move this over, drop this into my Google Drive folder. This, again, is what's shared with me. That way, I'm going to go ahead and have my own laptop open with the VR headsets connected, and then all you need to do is click on your exe file. When you get to my computer, you'll right click, download it, and then it should open up with the VR, since I'll have it connected already. So that's kind of, if you do need some help with the VR side of things, like I said, I should already have it open, but essentially we'll be connecting through MetaQuest link. There's videos on that separately. All right, thanks everyone.